Good night, and once again, thank you for joining us for our live coverage and updates on what is now Hurricane Raphael. With us in the studio, we have RCIPS Chief Inspector Mr. Wade Chase, as well as Mr. Jayse Wilson of EMS. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with us tonight to provide us with some updates. Chief Inspector Chase, can I start with you by asking you to just provide us with the latest update as Hurricane Raphael makes its way across the sister islands?
Hi, good night, Donna. Well, at this stage, it has reached the stage where it has passed Grand Cayman, and our sister islands are our highest priority at this point in time. We continue to communicate with the emergency response teams in Little Cayman and Cayman Brac at this time, and we do have persons on the ground there. We are continuing to log all information coming in throughout, so that in the event that when the all clear is given, we have the best information to act on and to assist where we can. We've pre-positioned emergency response vehicles as well as equipment to assist with any recovery or anything at the end when the all clear is given.
Okay. Is there a possibility of, let's say, a curfew being put in place? And if so, what would be the reasoning behind one being put in place?
At this stage, there is no curfew in place and no plans at this stage to have a curfew put in place. But we are asking persons to stay in place until the all clear is given. Now, when people don't stay in place, remember, you not only put yourself at risk, but you put the first responders, the emergency responders, who are tasked to save you, in danger as well, coming out in these dangerous conditions. So that's why we all wait till there's an all clear in order to respond properly, and you could get the best out of everything at that point in time. We encourage persons to continue to call in, and if there are any problems.
Okay. Well, you mentioned that there's no plans currently to put a curfew in place, but let's say you had to put one in place, implement one. What would be the reasoning behind that? Just so that the listening public can know what the result. A curfew is a result of what, really?
Okay.
Essentially, is the question.
All right. Now, the curfew in place is usually done at the executive level, the commissioner of police, and it's not taken lightly. It's usually done under circumstances where there's basically a real need at that point in time for intervention, where situation of anarchy, for lack of a better word. But at this stage, we're just asking persons to display common sense, and do the right thing in terms of staying in place, where we don't have to put a curfew in place at this point in time.
All right. Thank you very much, Chief Inspector. Mr. Wilson, on to you. So with the sister islands expecting to get a lot of rainfall, at one time it was predicted to be between 8.5 to 11 inches of rainfall. What response plans are currently in place in Cayman Bracken and Little Cayman, particularly for those residents who may need some assistance?
Good evening, Ms. Donna. Thank you for the question. Yes, we do have pre-plans in place as it relates to our emergency response. So as Chief Inspector just mentioned, we have the Fire and Rescue Service, we have the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service, we have the EMS services, and we also have the Cayman Islands Regiment. All of those entities are pre-positioned along with vehicles in the event that we have persons in areas where we have floods or high waters. As you just mentioned, the numbers we were receiving as well is between 8.5 inches to 11 inches. All at once, we know that that's going to be quite a lot of water settling in certain areas. So we're just asking persons to just be mindful. If you're in those areas, please get to a higher location, whether it's on a chair, maybe on a table. Call 911, our 911 communication center will dispatch the units accordingly when the all clear has been given.
Okay. For persons, and we know there's lots of people who are living here for the first time. We can think about children who've never experienced a storm, which can be traumatic, to put it, and for lack of a better word. Um, they may be feeling anxious. They may be feeling traumatized. Where can they turn for help?
So for that, Miss Donna, we have the K Mind helpline, and the number for that is 1-800-534-6463. That's 1-800-534-6463. And again, that is somewhat expected as it relates to persons who might have come to the island. They might have come here just for vacation, or there may be new residents to the island. What we would say is that we have trained professionals. They're there. All our lines are up. They're running, and they're there to support anyone who may need any type of help, whether it relates to mental health issues or whether it's just any
Mhm.
type of uneasiness or anxiety.
All right, gentlemen. Any final words? Anything you'd like to remind the public of? Mr. Chase, we'll start with you.
Um, just to stay in place at this point in time, especially those who are still experiencing hurricane conditions at this time, storm conditions, and stay in place, so that the emergency, when the all clear is given, the emergency responders are in a position to help you, should you need the assistance.
Okay, Mr. Wilson, any final words?
Again, just to echo the chief inspector's sentiments, as we can, we just stay in place, let us shelter in place, let us remain smart. Do not venture out into the storm. As was mentioned, we're now experiencing hurricane conditions, especially in the sister islands. And then also for those who might be experiencing any type of uneasiness or anxiety, again, just to reiterate our K-Mind helpline, which is 1-800-534-6463.
All right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having you with us. To our viewers out there, we hope that you've been enlightened to a number of things during this period as Hurricane Raphael makes its way across and away from the Cayman Islands. We invite you to join us back here again at the top of the hour.